official changing of the guard on the Edgewood College campus is just a few days away.
That's right. Dr. Scott Flanagan will officially become the 7th president of Edgewood on Friday with an inauguration ceremony. And Dr. Flanagan, congratulations on the new job.
Thank you very much.
Now, you've actually, though, we want to clarify, you've been on the job for a couple months already.
Been on the job since August 1st.
So This is just a formality and an inaugural ceremony on Friday afternoon.
Well, you know, at colleges and universities, we like a little pomp and circumstance to celebrate things. So we'll be sure to do that on Friday.
Well, we talk a lot about the challenges of big universities like UW-Madison, and we also talk a lot about the technical college system, but not as much about small liberal arts colleges. What are some of the challenges facing Edgewood College?
Since we started in 1927, you know, at that time the college had 12 students, all women, and it was a junior college. So the challenge becomes, I think, how do we express our values that we believe in a world that changes around us? And we've come a long way from 12 students in a junior college to 3,000 students with degree programs all the way through a doctorate. And the key challenge gets to be, how do we provide that kind of a learning experience? How do we make sure it's affordable for students and families going forward? And how do we deliver on our impact to the greater Madison community?
It's got to be a pretty smooth transition. You've been there, right, for 16 years
16
now,
years.
In the role of executive vice president. Does much change moving from that role to being the president?
I've got a little bit of a coaching background, and I noticed that the change from assistant coach, you think as an assistant coach, you think you know what's going on, and then you become a head coach and you know that there was more to it. I think in that way, it's a move of only one chair, pretty big move.
And Dr. Carey, though, has been very helpful, I would assume, in that transition.
Yeah, Dr.
Right?
Carey was helpful, has been a helpful mentor. You know, I've known him for about a decade, and he's been tremendous in being helpful to me and preparing for the role and advising me during the transition. And I've got his phone number. I won't forget. I know where to find him. That's exactly right.
Well, you mentioned coaching. You actually went to the University of Wisconsin and you served as the manager on the basketball basketball team?
I was a manager on the men's basketball team. That's
you
right.
Were.
Under Coach Yoder, right?
Exactly. That's exactly right.
And so what did you learn there that is beneficial now as you make this transition? Do you think it's life lessons you learned all the way back then?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you learn the importance of building effective relationships with people. You learn about a college and university experience. I mean, I learned a ton in my classroom experiences, but I learned a whole lot more, I think, in many respects, sort of organizing the group of a small team that I had. You learn how to put other people in positions where they can succeed, and it was a great experience.
Was it?
Yeah.
What are some of the big things as Edgewood looks to grow in the future that you guys have in the works that are going to be heavy things on your plate in the days ahead?
Yeah, well, we're in the process. We have about 550 resident students on campus. We'd like to add about 110 beds to that because we think that really deepens the sense of community and the quality of the learning that the students who live on campus have. So that's one major thing. We're always looking for different academic programs that meet the needs of the community. We've seen significant growth, for example, in our nursing programs. What are other programs that can meet emerging community needs? Sustainability is another one where we've started to do that. And how can we apply technology? Probably, I don't think we're going to be an online behemoth, but to keep asking ourselves, how can technology improve the quality of teaching and learning for the students we have and provide access for those that don't yet have access to an Edgewood College education?
All right. Dr. Scott Flanagan, thanks for joining us today.
Congratulations.
And congrats.
Yeah, Thank you so much for your time.
Nice to see you.
The new president to be inaugurated on Friday at Edgewood College.